So for myself, when I was having severe anxiety and panic attacks and I was medicated on all the PAMs and etc., at that time, I was in an abusive relationship. I was using recreational drugs. I felt immense pressure to succeed at school. I felt immense pressure to provide financially because I was dating a bum. I felt immense pressure to make that relationship that clearly wasn't working work, right? And so that manifested over time in this thing that was labeled anxiety. Now, I've seen counselors, therapists, um, anger management people. I've seen doctors, and nobody ever said to me, Stella, you know you're living with an asshole, right? You know this is an abusive relationship, right? You know there are things in your life, those things that you're paying attention to. Like at that time, it was a lot of how capitalist society functions. It was incredibly difficult for me. Like I didn't understand how in the world is this possible? Like how can we feed this beast that's actually depleting us in every possible way? So all of that made sense. And I didn't know how to deal with that internally. So I manifested this thing called anxiety. And then to quiet that thing called anxiety, I started using drugs. And to quiet that thing that I started using those drugs, I got more drugs, but legal ones, you know? So there was this like mix of all these things that resulted in me completely depleted, completely unable to function, totally convinced that there's something wrong with me. Enter, all the diagnoses that I'm not going to list, but every woman would have experienced, every woman.